Alright, yeah, the mic works. Alright. So welcome everybody to Daytona International Speedway. We are here to kick off the season. We got 30 trucks in the field tonight, and they're all looking to start off the season with a win and, get their season started off right. It's going to be a long season, 18 races this regular season, and when it comes down to who's going to go into the chase, it's going to be the top 12 in points, so these guys have to be consistent every week, and starting off the season with a win here at Daytona would be huge. So we'll let everybody get into the stream chat first, and then we'll start this off. Turn my mic a little bit so people can hear me. I think we're good though. So as we take a look at the field, on the pole is going to be Rogel Doran. A great qualifying lap. He set, let me see 1 second. I have the times right here. A 51.726 in qualifying, over 2/10 faster than the field. And right beside him we got Gabriel Candamil. One of the trucks that we weren't really expecting to start up front this week. He does have the lowest ratings in the field, hasn't really submitted them yet. But there's a couple Thor Sport trucks up here. We got the 13, the 88, and then we got some Tricon Garage too. With the 15 of Reggie Fogelman here. He's looking to start off the season with a huge win here at Daytona as well. And then we got a lot of Andretti trucks. Castillo, Lopez, those guys are hungry for some wins too. And we got Jerry Chen here in this 77 Caterpillar truck that looks absolutely beautiful here at Daytona. And then behind them we got more and more trucks. We got Matt Morley, Monica Pato, Brandon Haynes, Matthew Hubert, Eric Monaco. So this is a look at all the trucks in this field, and starting from the back will be Nathan Stapleton. Didn't have the greatest qualifying run. A lot of trucks struggled here early on to get a great qualifying lap, but it's a long race. We're going to see some wrecks, and it's going to be interesting how it plays out. We're not going to be using better cautions for this race because it kind of crashes the game with all the stuff we run, so there's going to be some lap traffic issues likely, but we'll just have to deal with it. But yeah, so that's basically the rundown. Doran's looking to have a big day. We said he had a lightning fast qualifying time, and in his qualifying interview he said, when we asked him about what's his mindset heading into tonight's race, he said, try and control the lanes. I know it'll be hard, but I have to try. But if I drop back, the goal is to get to the front as fast as possible. So they're being awfully ambitious here, talking about controlling the lanes and just getting back up to the front as fast as possible. Which I think we're going to see a couple of different strategies here at Daytona, because some guys are going to lay towards the back and let the chaos unfold in front of them, but do you be too risk-free and maybe just get stuck back there? Because the draft is a huge part here at Daytona, and if guys lose that draft, it's going to be very hard to catch back up. So it's going to be interesting to see how this one plays out. But that's a look at the field, and I think that's pretty much it for today. For this pre-race show. Hopefully we got some viewers here to get this race started, and yeah, so we get this started, and we'll get these drivers ready. Hopefully the ticker works. I've had some issues with this ticker, so we'll see. And we get the command to start the engines, and I'm excited to get this one started, folks. Doesn't seem to be too much lag, which is good because I don't really want it lagging, but of course there'll be a little bit points where it does lag. Daytona's really the only track that we have issues with lagging, mostly because most Daytona tracks have big files, but besides that, Atlanta runs well, Las Vegas runs well. You can see at the bottom of the ticker, well not ticker, just broadcast, the upcoming races. We head to Las Vegas as race 3, and then we head to Atlanta next week, which is going to be interesting because you can consider Atlanta a plate track at this point because in real life they mostly just looks basically like a super speedway race. It basically is a super speedway. There's a lot of drafting that goes into it, and yeah. So we'll see how that goes. So kind of back-to-back super speedway races to start off the season, and guys are going to have to use that to their advantage. Not too much lag, thankfully. I do want to fix these lights here on the back. Nah, they're fine, actually. But here we go. As they come out of 4, we're looking to get this race started. And here we go. The green flag is out, and we are underway for the Daytona 250. Dorn leads into turn 1. He's got some help from that 15 of Fogelman right behind him. Side by side for the lead already, but he's starting to get out to a lead here. Is a bad camera angle? There we go. And now he's going to move up to the top lane. Now Fogelman's going to look for the lead. And as they head down the backstretch, Dorn, Fogelman, side by side. Fogelman's going to get the lead now. He's got Jerry Chen and company beside him. Behind him. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of those issues tonight. And already, guys heading to that top lane. That's going to be a pattern all night. But he's got some help from Chen as they're controlling the lanes. And these guys are jumping out to a pretty big lead to start off this race. This lower line is getting off well. I will stutter a little bit because it's kind of my first race I've ever commentated, but it is nearly almost 3 wide. It looked like for a second for the lead. It might be right here. As at 31, Matt Morley's going to look for the lead as he gets a little bit on that apron there. But 3 wide for third. It's going to be Hubert, Chen, and Fogelman. And they're going to quickly get that evened out as Hubert's going to get 3rd place from his teammate of Jerry Chen. This is going to be a long race. Pit strategy might come into play if we don't see a lot of wrecks, which I don't think, knowing Daytona on this game, I don't think we're going to see a lot of wrecks, so it's going to be a race of who can really strategize the best and come out on top. See that number 9's getting all the way back there. Now the 29 Monica Pato is now looking for the lead. She goes right past that 31 of Morley. Hubert still staying in there. Now he's going to get some company from Davenport looking for second. And Davenport now is going to make the move for second. That 43 Chuck for McNally Higgleman. His teammate was on the pole, Dorn. He's already drifting back there on that high lane. You can see all the way back here. He is running, let me check. As it's 3 wide, someone got into the wall there. I'm not sure who it was. Oh, it was the 26 of Castillo as well. That was a bad lag spike. But you can see this 91 Chuck's already in 13th place. And look at Nathan Stapleton. He's starting to make some moves and getting up there. He started dead last after not a great qualifying effort. But still side by side for the lead now, as Carl Young now has the lead. There's going to be some lag spikes during this race, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. And Carl Young is controlling the lead so far for this race. He's doing really well. But this is going to be a common thing. We're going to see a lot of lead changes in this race, and the question is who's going to make the move at the end of the race to win it. Now James Daniel looking for the lead from Young. He's got some help from Gutierrez. Now Gutierrez is going to make it 3 wide for the lead. These guys are being very ambitious to start the race, and it's paying off. It paid off for Gutierrez Gutierrez right there as he gets the lead. And now he's going to try to control it. It's going to be 3 wide for second nearly. Yes, it will be. That 23 is now looking for second. Some contact in the wall there, I think, was 18 to the 25. But still, that number 5 truck. Now the 23 is looking for the lead. There's going to be a lot of shuffling among this pack. And now that 18 is running all the way up there. Nicholas Torres now has the lead. But now he's going to get some company from Skylar Taylor. He started near the back too. And now he's looking to make a move for the lead. As Chen's going to make it 3 wide. He's got some help from Stapleton behind him, who started dead last. These drivers are starting to get ambitious here. As now that 98's looking to make a move. Going to the middle, you don't see that a lot at Daytona. Of course, it's not going to really work there. He's going to file back in behind that 23 truck. Now the 99 is going to force the issue onto the 25 of Carl Young. Ooh, a lot of lag there. Oh. And go back. But Chen now, right behind that number 1 truck of Taylor. Can he make a move for the lead in that 77? Yes, he will. A new sponsor on that 77 truck this season, Caterpillar, as it's 3 wide all the way back there. The 25, the 5 are still stuck in that middle lane. David Dixon, that number 5, has not been able to get himself out of that situation, as he's going to start drifting all the way back. Now Stapleton's looking for the lead. He started dead last, but he's made up all these positions, and now he's looking for the lead on lap 8. Side by side for the lead, and he's going to easily get past Chen. Now that 99 truck's going to pressure him for the lead. There's a lot of aggressive drivers in the field, and I think the 99 is one of these guys that he's already looking for the lead. He dove under, I think it was the 25, and he's all the way back up here. Now, a lot of guys that started in the back are up here. Ryan Little, Sanjo Vittoria, Nathan Stapleton, they're all duking it out for the lead now. And now Little's looking for the lead. And we're not even 10 laps into this race, and we've probably already seen about 10 lead changes. And that's going to be the story of this race, as guys are going to be making moves all day. And I'm curious when this pit strategy is going to, how this pit strategy is going to play out. When do these drivers come in and take some fresh tires and fuel? And I almost forgot to announce stages, which would have been terrible. So stage 1 will be on lap 30, and stage 2 will be on lap 60. Stage racing is only going to be here at super speedways to mostly get the pack bunched up, because to be honest with you guys, super speedways on this game are kind of bad when it comes to the pack staying close to each other. It can get really spread out at times. So stage racing will be at super speedways. On speedways, it's not going to be a thing unless we head to Charlotte, which is probably going to be the longest race of this season, and that may have a halfway break. But for now, David Dixon is in the lead, and he got some help from that number 9 truck who was just running last, not even a few laps ago. But now that 88 is looking for a lead. Clinton Buchanan, and he easily gets past him with some help from Eric Monaco. And we already see, he said in his interview after that pole lap on Wednesday, Rocco Dorn said he's going to fight his way to get back up there if he gets drifted back, and he's already fighting. It's really close to the wall there for that number 9 truck. Now Monaco's going to look for a move on that 88. You can just see how fast these trucks are going here, as a lot of guys are falling behind this lead pack here. 98, a lot of these guys, Carl Young, who was just leading not even a couple laps ago, he's already fallen behind as Eric Monaco has the lead, but that pole sitter, Rogel Dorn's already looking for the lead again. You see they get really close to that apron there. They're somehow managing to keep it clean. But let's hope we don't get a commentator curse here and someone gets in a wreck. But so far, these drivers are keeping it really clean. You see all the time in real life, guys get a little too overambitious and make mistakes. But right now, it's looking pretty good. We have a good mix of youth and some older drivers in the field. The oldest driver, I believe, is, it's going to be, I'm going to probably mess up this name, but Bjornsson. He's 38, I believe, so a grizzled veteran out here. But, yeah. There's a couple of 16 or 17-year-olds here in the league as well. We had a couple make 14-year-olds, but for realism purposes, we're not going to have 14-year-olds racing in trucks. Because that's interesting. Now, Laudenbach's looking for the lead on Torres here. I think he's going to get shuffled into his middle lane. Yes, he will, as Matiska is looking for the lead. He's got help from his teammate of Rawlin. These two Nice Motorsports trucks are helping each other out, and not too far behind them is that 45 of Haynes. So Nice Motorsports really looking good at this opener so far. And Chevy as a whole. And now you see Haynes looking for that place behind him. It's going to be 3 wide, and he might hook up with his teammates here. As it's 3 wide, 2 rows behind these Nice trucks. Really close there. I don't think there was any contact there. Don't know why I said caution. Yeah. Still keeping it clean here. That 31 shot all the way down. Matt Morley. And now you see all 3 Nice Motorsports trucks here in the front pack. Haynes, Rawlin, Matiska. And now Haynes is going to help out his teammate Rawlin. But when will he make a move for the lead is the question. And now all 3 of these trucks are hooked up. They get a little bit out of sorts here. Is he going to file behind his teammate? Yes, he will. Now we've got a couple Ford trucks working behind on the low lane. As we got Morley, Pato, and off the top of my head, I forgot his name, Onjack. These guys are starting to get really racy here. 3 wide all the way around this track. Not all the way around, but a couple of these lanes are 3 wide. That 77 and 91 are starting to fall back there, stuck in that middle lane. As Taylor and Fogelman are going to get low there. The 2 teammates on Tricon Garage. Didn't have the greatest qualifying session, but they're making their way up here. Fogelman started, I believe it was 4th. I'm not sure. I have to check in a second. But yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 4th. No, he started 3rd, yeah. Oh my gosh, these guys. Now Onjack's looking for the lead. Look away for 1 second and they're already just... Wow, look at that number 9 and 71. And look how close they get to the wall there. This is going to be a long race. Kind of a race of endurance. Daytona 250 is going to open up the NTNA season every year. But who's going to be the inaugural winner is the question. The inaugural winner is going to go down in history books as the first ever winner. And it's going to come down to who wants it more. It's hard to even mention who's moving up because guys are just filing out and coming back in for the lead. Lopez, who was running behind a couple laps ago, he's already back up there. I think we're going to see green flag start this lap. Wow, what just happened there? That was a huge lag spike. But coming to pit road is going to be that number 1 truck of Skylar Taylor leading down Nathan Stapleton and company. Taylor, Young, Dorn. A lot of guys coming down here. Early strategy here on lap 17. So maybe a 20-lap window. Let's catch up to this lead pack as a lot of guys are spreading out now. And looking for the lead is going to be Mateo Castillo. A couple of Colombians in the field. Most of them are on Andretti too. And we see more and more trucks come down pit road. Just staying out to be that 29, a couple Ford trucks there, but this is a huge pack coming down pit road. Now you see that 29, the 38, and the 31 working together, these Ford trucks. What are they up to? I don't think there are only Fords in the field. I think we got a couple more. Yeah, the 92 and a couple more. 92 teammates with the 29. Guy got into the grass back there. I'm going to assume they're going to come down pit road. Yeah, we got the Thor Sport trucks too. I'm going to assume they're going to come down pit road this time, I hope. Yeah, and here comes Pato and that 38 of On Jack. And that 31 slowing down back there. Did he run out of fuel? I think he did. He's going to limp it to pit road. That is not a great strategy, staying out that late. And hopefully guys don't make that mistake. Oh, that 29, that 25 and that 92 truck getting close there. A lot of guys coming off the pit road. Skylar Taylor led the first group down. Who's going to shuffle out into the lead? 10 laps away nearly from stage 1 ending. I'm not sure who's into the lead here. Still have to see how this shuffles out. But I think it's going to be this 18 of James Daniel. Yeah, and I believe so. With some help from the 26, and he's got some company behind them. A couple Tricon Garage trucks. That number 1 of Skylar Taylor, 17 of Nathan Stapleton, that 41 of Travis Rawlin. But they might be a lap down. So we'll see how this updates. Because I'm not trying to go into standings mid-race. I believe it's going to be Castillo controlling it. Yes, it will be. So number 1 of Skylar Taylor leads this race. They made the early call with these other trucks to come down pit road first, and it has paid off. He's got some help from his teammate, 17 of Nathan Stapleton, the 18 of James Daniel, the 41 of Travis Rawlin, and the 26 of Castillo. "20 minutes into this race, 20 laps down." So, if that gives us any hint, this race should be around an hour. So, folks, sit back, relax, watch this race and watch some college football if you want to. That Clemson and SMU on right now. Not looking good for SMU, down 24-7 nearly into halftime. Kevin Jennings already has 2 turnovers, I'm pretty sure, so not looking great for the SMU Mustangs. Yeah, that's their mascot. But back to racing. There's a lot we could talk about in college football, but Nathan Stapleton is controlling this race right now. That JBL Toyota. And he's running very well, starting dead last. Imagine the story that could be. Last to first, and would it be a huge win? Huge momentum boost. Obviously, I don't think they had the start of the weekend they wanted to. Qualifying last, as I said, not even 20 seconds ago. But his teammate, Skylar Taylor, wants something to say about that. As long as they keep it clean, they won't really need to have any conversations on Monday about what happened. But this second pack is catching up, led by Sanjo Vittoria. So we got, Sanjo Vittoria and Carl Young. And behind them we got Chen with Ryan Little back there. But now James Daniel's going to shuffle into the lead. But see, that 31 truck, that 7 of Matthew Hubert struggling as well. 71 of Landon Lawden back. Now look, not running very well either. But we'll see really at the end of the race who stood out from them. Most of them. From the most, I guess. I don't even know what I'm saying. As now we look at the 77 Jerry Chen leading this other mini pack, as they're far behind that 38 in this third pack. No, second pack actually. But they are catching up here. As wow, ooh, Taylor jumping down in front of his teammate there. As Castillo's now looking for the lead. I'm probably not saying that wrong. Castillo. There we go. But now Taylor, help from Stapleton in that 42. Dylan Matiska behind them. These trucks are running very well to start off this race. All three of them are running up front at one point, and they're still knocking on the door here. But you see this pack is already getting shuffled back together. At 7, at 31. These guys are looking to catch up to this pack right here, this third pack. Davenport, Little, Chen, Dixon, Gutierrez, Fajornson. But they should be able to. But we are 5 laps until the stage break. Who's going to come out with the stage 1 win? I'm just happy this ticker's working, honestly. Had so many issues with it, but you know, it's finally working. Roadcourses is running well. We'll have some more stuff down below once the season gets started, as like the first 4 out of the chase and more. So yeah, that 18 of James Daniel running all the way up there, but Castillo still running up front here. Him and Nathan Stapleton, Taylor, all 3 of them have been controlling this race to start off, and now that 99 of Manny Condamillo Jr., he's looking for the lead. His brother had a great qualifying effort starting second, but I don't know where he is right now. Now that's 27. Lopez looking for the lead. He's got some help from that 9, the 98. A 98 of Evan Marisi started near the back. Actually started alongside Nathan Stapleton in the back. You see that pack back there, led by Doran, that pole sitter. He's got a fast truck here tonight. Can they capitalize on that speed, though? Anything can happen here at Daytona, as this pack is starting to single file out here in the front. But we're nearing that stage break. Yeah, as I said, we're not using better cautions, so it will be single file restarts. I might try to use it next race. I gotta test it out first. I didn't have enough time to test it out tonight. I reinstalled the software, so hopefully it works. Because last time I tried using it, it crashed the game. So we'll see how that goes. It's 3 wide back there. You can see Jerry Chen all the way back there with that second group, you could say now. That other second group is now here in the front. As William Ayers now leads. See some lap traffic in front. It might catch up to him before the stage break, but we got 2 to go here in stage 1. Now Pato looking for the lead. She's got some help from Carl Young and Onjack, and her teammate from RFK Racing, who started this truck program this season, Senjo Vittoria. And yeah, they're already going to catch up to this lap traffic of Matthew Hubert, who's going to likely hold up this top lane, which is not the greatest thing. Might single file out this pack. But Onjack now looking for second place. We got 1 to go in this. This is the last lap of this stage, as we're going to race back to the line. Who's going to win stage 1? Will it be Pato? Will it be Onjack? Will it be Carl Young, maybe? Or maybe even Vittoria, who's looking for third? They've got some company ahead of Matt Morley in that 31 truck, and he is going to be a factor in this stage finish. Side by side for the lead. And Vittoria is going to get stuck behind them. I think this is going to be a stage win for Pato. And coming to the line. Oh, does Onjack have something to say? No, he won't. Pato wins stage 1. And let me just put the standings on stream so I can look at it in the post-race replay. But what a stage 1. Actually, let's go over it. So Pato was going to win stage 1. A close battle with Onjack is I do not like what they're doing on this. I don't know what they're trying to do here. But as you see, like, what a finish. And rounding out this top 10 is going to be Dylan Matiska. And Reggie Fogelman's not going to get there. But look at Nathan Stapleton. Started last all the way up here. And who else started behind next to him? Yeah, Skylar Taylor. All these Tricon garage trucks are starting to come into play here, besides Jorgensen all the way back there. But they're coming into play here, and it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. We have there's only a couple one-car teams in the field. Actually, I think there's only one, because there was a few trucks that were single-car teams that didn't get picked by anyone. But, yeah, looking at this top 10 for the stage, it looks pretty good. Now, everybody's going to come down to pit road here, get some fresh tires and fuel likely. And the only 2 lap trucks we're going to have is at 31 and 7. Spire Motorsports having a decent day. Landon Laudenbach running all the way back here. Chen was running up front for a little bit. He had a pretty fast, what's it called? Yeah, pretty fast truck in qualifying. And it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. As we talk about teammates, yeah, as what Slushy said in chat, these trucks have been very fast. It looks like fuel only for that 38 truck, but Nice Motorsports, that 41, that 42, that 45, they've all ran up front all day. They've been working together, as a matter of fact. But Pato's going to be jumped by Onjack on pit road. Third's going to be Haynes, 92 of Vittoria, Daniel, Stapleton, Ayers. A lot of guys here in this field that are hungry to win here tonight. Wow, Chen 3 wide there. Shout out to Chen for making this truck. It looks great on track. Caterpillar, let's name Group 1, 101 I think it is. So, a great set of sponsors there. Of course, you don't need to make a scheme. Decide to make one for a driver, which it looks great. Is this not? I think this 98 may be having some issues. No, he's not. Let's say Marisi was having some issues there for a second, but no. Now we're going to see these lap trucks head on the pit road. Not a great day for Morley and the 7 of Hubert. Hubert qualified 11th, actually, so had a great qualifying run. So did the number 31. He's qualified 7th, but you see some contact. Well, not some contact, some damage on that 7. He's got a couple wall marks. He may have gone to the wall, and we didn't see it, but yeah, not a great run. A lap down already to start this race, and it's going to be interesting. See what happens. I just remember I do have double file restarts on, so this lap traffic will be in the way, unfortunately, on these restarts. Completely forgot to turn it off. And for a little bit of college football update, Clemson still controlling the game against SMU 24-7 at halftime. SMU, looking to make a statement. First year in the ACC, beat a lot of teams, but not a great start. I do not have the score for the Big Ten championship, but I'd assume it's pretty close. But back to racing. Onjack jumps Pato on pit road, finished second in stage 1, but already back up front. Already making moves on pit road. They got a fast team. But man, shout out to a lot of these drivers who made their way all the way from the back. Stapleton, a couple of these niche trucks started in the back. But man, they've got some pace. But this 91 truck definitely hasn't had a start he wanted, as he's starting all the way back here. But yeah, Taylor, let me see. James Daniels started 21st, he's up there. Vittoria started 28th, he's up there too. Wow. 31-24, Oregon leads Penn State. Wow. Saw something about Oregon's defense not being as great as last season, but not expecting that score. It's got a little bit of a shootout in the Big Ten Championship. But we're getting ready to restart on lap 35. Stage 2 will end on lap 60. And of course we do have double file restarts on, so these 31 and 7 truck might get a little bit of a way here, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But 30 minutes in, 36 to be exact, 34 laps done, about to be 35. So somehow these laps are basically a minute long. They're going by pretty quickly. And as the race, what was I going to say? As the race goes on, these laps are going to tick by faster and faster until it's the last lap, and we're going to see who's going to be in the lead on that last lap and who might be making a move. Some guys have been able to control the lead here, but we're going to see what happens. Here we go. The start of stage 2. The top line is all lead lap cars, the 31, the 7. Those guys are all the way, not all the way behind. Realistically, they're up here, but they are a lap down. Not the greatest start. But On Jack controlling the lead. Finished second in stage 1. Can he maybe finish first in stage 2? That would be some nice points to be added into the chase. I still need to figure out what I want to do with points when it comes to stage racing on super speedways. But wow. You saw some a lot of single file racing there for a second. The guys are scrambling to make moves here. We'll see how costly that is. Do you guys get too ambitious here and maybe make mistakes? But I don't see it so far. I think is that Haynes all the way? No, Haynes is right here in 4th. This is all the way running dead last. Oh, Sierra Cooper. I was going to say. A little confused there. But now we got Vittoria looking for the lead. It's a reminder these 31 and 7 are not on the lead lap. He started near dead last along with Nathan Stapleton, but Stapleton's going to give him some help here. These two guys working together now. Vittoria's teammate Apato won stage 1. Do these RFK trucks have the pace to win this race? You see how fast these trucks are going, nearly 200 miles per hour. Let's take a look at the upcoming races. Atlanta Motor Speedway, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Atlanta's going to be interesting. Basically back-to-back super speedways, as I mentioned pre-race. So a lot of, I guess you can say, uncertainty to start the season off. We won't see until about mid-season who's going to be really the top driver in the field. But now Stapleton getting stuck on that bottom. Yeah, that's the bottom lane. The top lane there, he's going to start to shuffle back a little bit. As Fogelman's looking to make a move on his teammate. Now Carl Young here challenging that 92 truck of Vittoria. He is going to get underneath that CarQuest truck. Carl Young running up front a little bit earlier on in this race, got shuffled back once again, but surprisingly that 7 at 31 already getting shuffled back. Haven't been much of a factor as I thought they would be on this restart. But 30 trucks here in the field. A lot of guys looking to make a name for themselves. A lot of guys looking to be the inaugural winner of the Daytona 250. Now Fogelman's looking for the lead. Started in third, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, starting in third. He's got a fast truck. Can he figure it out? Speaking of our pole sitter, he's running all the way behind there. See him in front of that number 23 of Nicholas Torres. Not the greatest start that he wanted. But now we got Sebastian Lopez looking for the lead. A very diverse field. I was going to make a map of where everybody was, but I completely forgot during the week. But as I look at the drivers tab, I don't have a few guys on here. I do have Stapleton, but I need to add a few. But got a couple of Colombians, New Zealander in the field as well. That's David Dixon, right? Yeah, David Dixon, who is running second currently, actually. So New Zealander in the field, maybe showing some shades of SVG. That's wow, Taylor. Ooh, Taylor almost just chopped the nose off of that number 5. Those are teammates. So it wouldn't be a happy conversation after this race between teammates if two of them got into wrecks involving each other. We got a couple guys in the northeast of the United States. We got a couple guys from Massachusetts, New York, Pennsylvania. But yeah, and Maine. We got a driver from Maine actually too. That's Matt Morley in that 31, who's currently a lap down. But now Davenport's looking for the lead in that 43. He's got some help from the 71 of Landon Laudenbach, who was starting all the way back there for stage 2, but he's made his way up front. He's got some help from Castillo. And now we're seeing a couple of these trucks that start in the back making some moves. But don't look now, that 29 truck of Monica Pato, stage 1 winners. They're making their way back up here. But now Laudenbach's got the lead. Got some help from the Chevy team at that 26. Let's take a look at some more where some drivers are from. Laudenbach's from Iowa City, Iowa. So I don't know if Iowa's on the schedule. I think I wanted it on the schedule, but I don't think I could fit it anywhere. But there's a couple home tracks here. For a few of these Colombians, it's Homestead, Miami, and Daytona, funny enough. Yeah, but I don't know if Iowa's on the schedule this season. No, it's not. But now, Gabriel Kendamil, Gabriel Kendamil looking for the lead. Started in second place, but drifted all the way back. But as you can see behind them, Bjornsson now looking for the lead as well. Well, not looking for the lead, but looking for second at least. He's the oldest driver in the field, matter of fact. So he's got the most experience out of everyone here. Got a background in winning championships in Truck Series. So we'll see how that plays out for him. He's going to be a little bit ambitious here, maybe. No, he won't. But let me stop looking at my phone and focus back on this race so I don't miss any more stuff going on. That's starting to be a little bit of single file in the front, but these guys are keeping it together. Around 17 now, yeah, 18 laps away from the stage 2 break. Bring up stages. Stage 1 winner, Pato, getting the lead from Kendamil here as he is left out to dry in that high lane. He's going to need some help from Carl Young and company. Lap 60 will be the halfway mark in this race. We had 2 30-lap runs, and then we'll end this race off with a 60-lap run to the finish, where strategy is going to be huge in coming into play. Because this is Daytona, but in these type of races, guys are going to have to really get into their options here and try to make the best move to win this race. We saw Skylar Taylor lead his teammate down and a few others, and they got the lead in the first pit stop cycle. But of course, we might not see one until maybe right before the stage break, maybe lap 50. Lap 50, because I want to see, might see this lap as well, honestly, is that 26 is going to jump right in front of that 13. We might see this lap as well, because it will be 20 laps since we last ran on this lap, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because we start on lap 35. Yeah, lap 35, so let me think. No. Yeah, we'll be around lap 50, 55, where these guys come back in. But 3 wide behind on lap 23, making some moves. And you see the 7 of Matthew Hubert, not on the lead lap, but he's making his way up there. He's got some help from that 43 of Davenport. But as you can see all the way back there, which is unfortunate to see, we got that 42 with Matiska, Stapleton, Vittoria, all these guys that were running up front to start off the stage. They're starting to drift back, and you hate to see it, especially Nice Motorsports having a great start to the day, as it's 3 wide for the lead. Forcing the issue there nearly was that 7 of Hubert. Well, not for the lead, actually, he's a lap down, so don't mind me there. But he did force the issue here. He's looking to get back on the lead lap. I need to fix the ticker at the stage break. I don't want to click off the game right now and crash it. But now Kenda Mill into the lead. Is there someone running all the way? I swore I saw someone running slow. No, okay. Just my eyes deceiving me, of course. Just over 10 p.m. So not getting that tired. It's the weekend, but now Gutierrez looking to make a move on that number 2, and that number 23. Torres, is he going to force the issue for the lead? No, he won't. But he does have some help from a fellow Gainbridge partner of Jerry Chen. Gainbridge, of course, having some ownership in Spire Motorsports. Of course, Rev Racing isn't affiliated with Spire, but they do have, in terms of sponsors, some ties. This will be the only season that we see real-life trucks with that 2 now looks for the lead. Gutierrez, can he make the move on Torres? I think he's going to get past him very easily here. Yes, he will. This is going to be the only season where we see real-life trucks being used. Next season, we're going to be fully custom trucks, and that's going to be interesting to see. We're going to be building an audience, so, of course, the guys that race this season will have first dibs when it comes to returning as a driver and maybe owning a team. But I would love to see new people join the series, of course, throughout the season. And hopefully gain some, I don't even know what to say. Gain more members, I guess. Speaking of gaining members, I might want to advertise the stream in some servers and get maybe some extra viewers in. You see, Fogelman now has got the lead. It's single foul all the way behind that 38 of Onjak, who started this race started the second stage at the front. He's all the way back there now. Rollin running Fogelman all the way up there. I don't think he's going to appreciate that. But now coming down to pit road is going to be that 29 of Monica Pato. And it's the usual suspects from last time who came into pit road. It's Taylor and a couple more. And I guess they came down a whole lap before, because I did not see that. But Gutierrez, Fogelman, and Moore are going to stretch out this run. As Lawton back in that 19 made a move to pit early here. I must have looked away when they pitted there. But now they're going to come down to pit road, led by Travis Rawlin, nicknamed Rolo. Can he do something, maybe have a bold strategy here? But as we catch back up with that lead pack, I believe it was Pato that led them down originally. Yes, it was. But I'm curious here. Lawton back and that number 19 of Ryan Little, they made an early pit stop, and I think that might be move that works out here as Vittoria's going to merge back ahead. But yeah, Pato's going to have the lead right now with the help from that number 9 truck, but I don't think they're going to have it for long. I don't think they're going to even stay in the lead for not in the lead, stay this distance for this long, quite long. What am I saying? I don't think they're going to stay in the lead for quite long either, because this pack is going to bunch up very quickly. But this is interesting here. Trying to catch up with who's actually leading right now. It is the number 43, Charlie Davenport and Castillo. These guys are the last to come on to pit road. It's Dorn running all the way back there. Just unfortunate to see. Wanted to have a great weekend here at Daytona. Was our pole sitter, but just not starting off the day well. Let's see where this 43 comes out in this race. And they're gonna be, yeah. So that, wow. Whoa. Someone get into the wall? I don't think so. 8 laps away from the stage end. I don't think anybody got into the grass there. But in the lead is going to be this number 99 of Manny Candamel Jr. Behind them is going to be that number 9, William Ayers. And at 2 of Angel Gutierrez, at number 41 of Travis Rollin, at 29 of Monica Pato, who won stage 1. Can they go back-to-back stages? That would be huge. That would really put that 29 team as the fastest truck in the field. And I'm starting to believe it, because as this race has played out, even though they've gotten shuffled back, they've fought all the way back to the front. And we look at the person who finished finished second last stage. Peter Onjak just has fallen apart the second run, and it's not looking too good for that 38 team, Front Row Motorsports, single car entry. This is not the lead pack. What am I doing? I'm zoned out there for a second. But now Gutierrez has the lead. Well, the first cars that qualify here at Daytona. This Daytona qualifying was in numerical order, but for the rest of the season I might shuffle the order a little bit. But it's kind of easier to do it in numerical order. But yeah, I'm going to start streaming qualifying on YouTube. It'll likely always be on Wednesdays, because that's the easiest time to do it. As we take a survey through this field, the second group's starting to catch up, led by Vittoria and Daniels. Larry pitted with the original lead lap, but did I say lead lap? I meant lead group. You see that 7 of Matthew Hubert. He's going to probably be in the way here, but probably get shuffled back very quickly. Might even hold up these guys and cause the field to bunch up once again. 5 laps to go here at the line in stage 2. Yeah, they're going to get all the way close here. Pato's now looking to jump out in front as I'm switching the wrong thing here. I don't know why pit lane 2 is the back there. That's 7. What is going on here? Oh, Monaco's holding up the lead pack. But that number 9 truck of William Ayers is going to capitalize on this. And he's going to fly past these guys. but likely will run out of draft and drift all the way back to where he started. Not even started, where he was. This lap traffic actually made a huge impact right there. But you see Daniel, Monaco's holding him up a little bit. Eric Monaco, not the greatest start for him to start off this season, but it's a long season, 18 races in this regular season. You just have to be consistent. Consistency is going to be key this season, as we are running the chase probably every year. So you got to be consistent. You got to finish near the front every week to really stand out from most. You want to start the chase off with a really pretty comfortable margin over everybody else. The regular season champion is going to be in luxury when the chase starts, because I haven't decided yet. I have to do that after this race, actually. But they're going to probably have pretty sizable points boost as points reset. They're going to probably have some extra points added on to win the regular season championship, because we do want that to matter here. But you see those guys all the way behind them are just getting held up by that 52 of Monaco. But he's finally getting shuffled all the way back there. So we'll see if Vittoria, Chen, and Lopez can catch up. But 3 wide here for the lead. 2 to go at the line to end the stage. Can Pato go back-to-back in stages? This RFK truck has been fast. This team as a whole has been fast. Vittoria all the way back there running with Chen and Lopez. They likely aren't going to catch up for the stage finish. But Daniel leads. And Hubert's not in the picture here. He actually could be if he passed these 2 trucks, but likely won't see that happen. But here we go. 1 lap to go here in stage 2. Can Pato make it back-to-back stage wins? Let's see. Yellow here so I can race back to the line before anything. There is auto stages, but I'm not trying to run too many programs. As Hubert's gonna mess up Pato, and he's being a little ambitious for a lap truck, but that's gonna keep Daniels in the lead as someone's engine is blowing up. It's gonna be a 91 of Dorn. You hate to see it. The pole sitter is gonna be out of this race. That 91 Boost Mobile machine, as these guys are gonna fly past him. But that is unfortunate for that 91 truck running all weekend until this race. And that is just unfortunate to see. But now Pato is going to finish second in this stage. But James Daniels is going to win stage 2. But what a performance by Pato to start off this race. Starting second. Finishing first in stage 1 and finishing second in stage 2. But look at the 91 machine. They're going to have to take that into the garage. That engine has completely given up. And that's not the start you want to see, as the pole sitter is going to be out. Ran a lightning fast time, and fortunately, it's just not their day. So Doran's going to retire from this race. And it's going to be our first DNF of the season. That McNally-Higgleman team, I don't even think Higgleman's still a part of their organization, but Bill McNally Racing having a great weekend. Davenport running well. 91 didn't run as well as we hoped, but the 18 just won the stage. The 19 of Ryan Little was a factor earlier on. But they're going to come down to pit road, get some fresh tires, as we're going to start this run to the finish. So that 18, that's a huge gap coming to pit road. I have to feel this Camden though. But James Daniel. What a performance in stage 2. Passes the 9 in that 29. I need to make sure I have this for when we when I look at the replay and get all the points. But yeah, a couple guys here finishing well on the stage. He's going to have a pretty big lead as Fogelman had to slow down there, but 29 is going to come out in front. 27 making some moves at 22. Oh, contact on pit road. Jerry Chen in that 99 truck made contact there. That's not a great look. Ken DeMille making contact, and he's going to probably have to spend some extra time on pit road as he got completely spun into his box. I don't see any damage on Chen's truck. That Caterpillar machine for Spire Motorsports. I don't see anything right now, but yeah, you can't really look, to be honest. But will that be a factor on this restart, Dave? Don't think they would come back down, but this thing can really happen here at Daytona. So, we passed the halfway mark in this race. We got 60, well, we're going to have just under 60 laps to go when the stage restarts. But what a race so far. Strategy is going to be important in this second. Oh, and the 25's engine has blown now. These engines are giving out at the end of the race, and now it's Carl Young. That 25 team working hard all weekend. And now they're taking it down to pit road, and they're probably going to pull in to the garage area and retire this truck. You hate to see it. One of the more active drivers in the league, and he's going to be out of this race early. But yeah, that 25 truck is gonna be out of this one, unfortunately. There's 2 trucks have retired in this race. He had a clutch issue there, and a gearbox issue for that 91 of Dorn. Once again, our pole sitter. You hate to see it. One more lap we pace around here, then we're going to restart on lap 65. But strategy is going to be huge come the second half of this race. No more NASCAR enforced cautions. So it's going to be up to the drivers. Who's going to stand out? These crew chiefs are going to have to dig into their bag of tricks and hope it pays off. When it comes to restart on lap 65, leading is going to be James Daniel. McNally Racing has had a great weekend. Can they continue it? We have a college football update. SMU just scored, cut the lead down to 10. Still 2-possession lead for Clemson, but here we go. Restart on lap 65. Daniel is controlling this race so far. Can he pull it off, though, is the question. Patos look like the best truck in this field so far. Can they win this race as well? Here we go. Green flag for stage 2. Well, not stage 2. Stage 3, I guess. See, those lap trucks fall all the way behind. These guys are not cutting them any slack on this restart. It's going to become very ambitious towards the end of this race. Who's going to stand out from the rest of the issues? You see, that 52 and 31 are going to drop like some rocks all race long. There's going to be a little single file here for a little bit, but don't close your eyes, because these guys are going to make some moves. You see guys already going down to that bottom lane. Monica Pato now, they're going to lead this race. Daniel's going to shuffle all the way behind. The 7 truck, I have to say, for a truck that's a lap down, he has kept pace with the field. So he did start really well in this race. I started 11th place, starting 11th. So they do have the pace. It's just not really working out. But now that 99 of Candamill made some contact on pit road with that 77 truck. He has some help from that 9 and the 92. A couple of 9 numbers working together. Side by side for the lead. Now it's going to be Ayers now looking for the lead. A lot of Chevy trucks on that bottom line, and we got a couple Fords on the top. Those RFK trucks working together, Vittoria and Pato. Pato look like the best truck so far today. Can they fight all the way back to the front? They've done it a couple times already. Hopefully that's not a curse and they get stuck behind, but close to lap 70 in this race. An hour into this race, just at the halfway point, so gonna likely be a 2-hour race, folks. Honestly, maybe 30 minutes actually. 30 minutes. We may have 30 minutes left in this one. But let's stop focusing on the finish. Let's focus on what's happening right now. As that 75 and 26 are working together now. Castillo and Cooper. Cooper's ran behind all race, but now she has some help. You see Haynes, Maurice, Stapleton, all running behind. Seen a lot of lead changes here today at Daytona, and it's going to be interesting to see what transpires. If Haynes is going to be forced into the middle by that number 98 truck, he might shuffle to the top here. Yeah, he's going to get back in line here. Now that 98's looking for the lead, forcing the issue a little bit. He's got some help from that 17 and Nathan Stapleton. You can catch these races every Saturday night at 9:30, I would say. So he started at 9:20, so yeah, 9:20, 9:30ish. Might even be 9 o'clock some days, some Saturdays. I just lost track of time here tonight, so it started a little later than I wanted it to. Got to update a lot of stuff, but now Maurice controlling this race. That 98 truck's now showing some pace. Maybe they'll be an underdog winner. But look at those Tricon garage trucks. That 1, the 11, the 15, the 17. Nearly just running 2 rows almost there for a while. But now that 23 is being a little ambitious. Ooh, he's going to cut right in the front of that number 1 truck of Skylar Taylor. He's got some help from Bjornsson. And that 11 truck for Safe Light. And see if that Tricon garage truck of the 5 of David Dixon, the New Zealander, he's not having the best day. Ran up front for a little bit at the end of that stage, but now 3 wide for the lead. Skylar Taylor's got some help from his teammate. Can they make it happen? Yes, they will. So that 52 of Eric Monaco, he's going to maybe interfere a little bit here, as these guys are going to most likely file. I don't know what's going to happen here. Taylor's going to jump to the top, and that's going to be a mistake now. Bajorn's looking for the lead. And they're going to get held all the way up now from that 52 of Eric Monaco. That's going to spread this field out momentarily, but they should get it figured out soon. Unfortunately, lap trucks can't just move out the way on NR, but now Ryan Little into the lead. His teammate just DNF'd a couple, during the stage break around 10 laps ago, but now he's got the lead. His teammate James Daniel won stage 1. What can he do here? Still, that 52 is holding up this pack here, just refusing to move out the way, unfortunately. And those trucks are going to suffer from it. They'll likely catch back up, but you just hate to see it. See how slow he's going. 169 miles per hour compared to nearly 200 in the lead pack. You hate to see it. As we go back up front, it's allowed to open the door for some guys to make some moves here. Is that 41, 42? These motorsports trucks catching up now. Maybe Rollin get the lead here. He's going to have some help from his Chevy team and Jerry Chen. Whoa, game just don't know what that's. I'm not even going to talk about it. Don't know what happened, but very interesting. Lopez leading now on that Andretti car. Now Rollins going to have some help from his teammate of that 42, Dylan Matiska. As we look now, that 52 thankfully got out the way, but it's very single file on behind. So we'll see how that plays out now. That really just threw off a lot of guys' races. Matiska now has the lead with Lawton back behind them. Taylor, Castillo, Marisi were all just running up front. Now they're in the back. Fogelman and Haynes, they ran up front for a while. But this group right here is starting to form, and they can get going. They can definitely catch up to these guys and maybe get going and catch up to this lead pack. But pitch strategy is going to have an effect on that too. Because once that happens, then it's going to get more spread out. So either way, these guys are going to keep working together in what was I going to say? Working together and getting back up front, but it's going to be spread out every single time something big happens. Now that 38 who started near the tail end of stage 2, well no, finished near the tail end of stage 2, Peter Onjak now, he's looking for the lead here on that 42 truck. One second here, folks. Walk away for the moment. But that 43 of Charlie Davenport now has the lead. Now at 19 of Ryan Little's coming down the pit road early. They made that call last time and it paid off. Coming to here close to lap 80. Just 40 laps to go and likely 2 more pit cycles left in this race. Who's going to make it to the end is the question. Davenport born down south here in Florida, near Homestead Miami Speedway. Second home track is basically Daytona. But now that 11, with some help from the 71, is going to look for the lead. So Jorgensen hasn't been a factor all night, but now that truck has came alive under the lights. That 27's coming down the pit road. Pit stops are going to be key here. That 52 just in the way constantly. Can cause a huge check up behind. The Lawton back still leading. Help from Onjack. I think there's a slow car on the front stretch. I mean back stretch. Might be mistaken. I don't think there is. No, that's Little coming back out. Pitted very early. It paid off last time, but will it pay off this time? I'm not sure, folks. That 41's coming down pit road with 11, the 42. Couple of Nice Motorsports trucks. Laudenbach came to pit road with that 19 last time, but not this time. See the Napa and Ally team working together. Looking like the Cup Series. But not quite, but he's stretching out a huge lead over Onjack. But now he's slowing down, looking like he's going to signal to come to pit road here. Yes, he will. Coming on to pit road with a 77 and a couple more guys. This looks to be a bigger pack here. Yeah, there's a lot of guys coming down pit road. Daniel, Vittoria, Pato, Ayers, Moore and Company, Castillo. So a huge group of cars coming into pit road here. But I think it's going to be this 42 and 41. The two Nice trucks had some fast stops. Can they come out in front of that huge group of cars? If they do, that is excellent strategy by those Nice Motorsports trucks. I'm not sure where the 45 of Brandon Haynes is, but they might all be on the same strategy here. But now Matiska's looking for the lead. This does remind me that Matiska's on pit road with these other guys, so not quite following his teammates, but you see, oh, nearly contact there between that 42 and 11 truck. Some guys getting to the grass there, nothing to worry about. But here we go. This is going to be interesting. Is Davenport going to lead? It looks like Onjack came out in front, actually. And yes, it will. Peter and Onjack, a huge gap to these cars behind them. And now he's going to lead. Well, he's going to have a couple of trucks knock on his door soon here. And yeah, you see how fast they caught up there. That is just a draft in full effect here at Daytona. But he's controlling these lanes. Blocking that 42, blocking the 43. And he's going to figure out what they want to do here. You might see these guys start to group up once again as you see a pack forming behind. That 29, that 92, that 26, they're all looking to catch back up here. Pato's been by far the best truck this race, but this third run has not been going well for them. But now Davenport side by side with that 42 of Matiska with help from Travis Rawlin, his teammate, right behind them. These guys have been working together very well. Nice Motorsports looking to make teamwork a huge factor, and it's working well for them. The 45 of Brandon Haynes is not really anywhere to be found currently, but he was running with them early on. Now, 3 wide there, nearly it looked like for a second. Laudenbach, that 88 of Buchanan, and the 38 of Onjack almost. You see Matiska now leading. I'm not sure who's led the most laps so far, but yeah, I can't really see that. Just take a look at lap truck so far. Down 4 laps to that 42 and 31. I might be on the ticker, I'm not sure. haven't really taken a look at it this race, honestly. But just nearing an hour and 30 minutes in this race, about 10 minutes away from that. A nice little 2-hour race here at Daytona. And these guys are duking it out. Pack's a little spread it out right now, but they are working their way forward. Fortunately, some guys are just... That 31's on payroll. You might be retiring that truck. Not been the greatest day. But yeah, you see these packs behind them. They're starting to catch up. No cautions in this race so far. Not really any wrecks. That's how mostly super speedways are here. So these guys have inched closer and closer. There's Lawton back now, looking for the lead. About to hit lap 85. Be around 35 laps, I think it is, from the finish. Yeah, 35. 52 of Monaco. They all get past them. That's the first time we've seen that today. Guys all working together. See if that second group behind them is able to do the same thing. They're single file right now, so matter of fact, let's watch that. As Jack's now looking for the lead once again. He's really controlling this third half of the race. As yep, single file. Vittoria and that 5 of David Dixon, New Zealand, are working together. James Daniel, Ryan Little, 2 teammates working together. Teamwork has been a huge part here at Daytona so far. Gutierrez, Stapleton, Ayers, they're starting to catch up, but they're going to have to run into that 52 of Eric Monaco soon, and he might send those guys all the way back. But I'm going completely the wrong way. We get back to the lead group. Side by side for the lead is Laudenbach and Onjack once again. These guys have been switching back and forth leading laps. Wish I could see who's led the most laps so far. I probably can, but I'm not trying to off tab too much here. And it cause any issues. Close to 11 o'clock here. This race hasn't been too long, and might end before midnight, which is great for everyone. Not here too late so everybody can see the end of this race. Of course, it is a Saturday, so if you got big plans in the morning, which some people likely do, a lot of people probably do actually, but it's 71 now leading. I think that 62 of Monaco did become a factor in that second package. Yeah, they all the way. They completely just fizzled out there. Yeah, you see Stapleton there. Gutierrez paddled. He completely broke up that little pack they had going. But now Matiska leading. Been a great race so far. These trucks have kind of slowed down a little bit though. We were seeing around close to 200 miles per hour at the beginning of this race, but now it's being close to 190, 195. I think Matiska might actually have the most laps led so far. He has really been controlling this race with Laudenbach and, yeah, actually Onjack might actually. Onjack might actually have the most laps led because he's controlled that pit cycle where he came out in front of the pack by a lot. Here we go, Lopez working with 19 of Vittoria, 19 of Little, the 18 of James Daniel, and the 5 of David Dixon. Now those guys are getting, they've kept the same distance. I think they've actually lost some time to this lead group. And now Bjornsson now looking for the lead on Rollins. He's going to have on Jack behind him. Not much to really talk about here. It's been pretty relaxed, and Bjornsson's really stepped it up the second half of this race, but don't look away too fast, because at 38 now, looking for the lead. He's going to have some help from Matiska, of course. These two trucks, I think, right now are the fastest trucks in this race. On Jack and Matiska, and that 71 of Laudenbeck. They've all been leading laps, trading away laps to each other this third half of the race, and we are 10 laps away from hitting lap 100. We're going to have 20 laps left in this one, and we're going to likely see our maybe last pit cycle of this race, as they're going to run some lap traffic of that 23 Andretti truck, sponsored by Genesis. Andretti, of course, getting into F1 in 2026 and starting a truck program here in NCNA. It's going to be 3 wide. Laudenbach forcing the issue. This is going to help everyone, though, because that 23 is going to be stuck up there, and he's not going to be much of a factor unless Onjak, Onjak is going to get behind him for some reason. As now Monaco now, oh my lord, he is so slow, and he is going to really kill a lot of these guys' momentum here, as they're going to fly away, as he's just a moving roadblock at this point. Now these guys are going to have a gap. But this has opened the door for Vittoria, that 5 of Dixon. Here we go, folks. These guys have used, they might be thanking Eric Monaco after all for slowing them up, as now, once they get bunched up, we're going to see the top 10 start to get close to each other. But yeah, you see that 52. He's just super slow. He hasn't had the pace all day, and you see it here. But Onjak already. Oh, never mind. Here's the lead pack. 71 of Laudenbach. Now he's leading some laps. I wish we could park the 52, but sadly, unless it's like an online race, you can't really like black flag trucks, unfortunately. But you see these guys forming a pack here. Pato. This pack led by Nathan Stapleton. They're looking to get something going here. Stapleton running 13th. Here comes Onjak. Possibly the fastest truck so far. Look at that gap. That is just unfortunate. But now, AC Jerry 10 running back here in 25th. He had a fast truck to start off this race. So did Fogelman and all these guys. But, you know, lap traffic just has been a huge factor. You see Ryan Little on pit road, which means maybe, possibly the final pit cycle of this race is going to kick off soon here, folks. Clinton Buchanan now. But you see Little. He has made this work all day. He's been an early pitter. Has pitted with the 71 the first time. 71's running up front, so he's not going to be too ambitious. But, well, I need to figure out the way to get this slower trucks off the track, because half 52. Eric Monaco is a great guy, but we're seeing shades of Ryan Newman here. Now that 41, he's going to come down to pit road here. With that 42, the 11, his teammate, East Motorsports, working together. And we'll see what these pit stops do. Likely he's going to make the field more spread out, but if anything, guys might be a little closer here. We are just nearing lap 100, and it's been about a 17 to 20 lap run, so I'd hope we don't see laps. I mean, I hope we wouldn't see pit stops on lap 15, but you never know with this game. As that 71 looks like he's coming down pit road. Yep, that 92 of Vittoria, that 5 of David Dixon, they're all joining him. But let's see what this 5 truck of On Jack does. Not 5 truck, 38 truck of On Jack. See what he does here. He stretched it out last time, made an overcut, honestly, on the field. Had a huge gap. Can it pay off now, though? This front row strategy has been very interesting, and it's paid off. Looks like he's going to come down to pit road here. Let's see where he comes out. Finally, that 19 truck just went. Because he's going to be a factor, too, this pit strategy. See Chen running all the way back there. But currently, depending on where he comes out, it looks like this 38 might come out to lead. Those guys are on the front stretch, so I don't think it's going to work out this time. No, it won't. Laudenbach and Vittoria are going to be the leaders coming out of this pit cycle. But On Jackson file in here, likely catch back up. Bull try doesn't quite work out this time. Still gets up there. Yeah, he's going to foul in. He's going to be pretty close, but Dixon's going to leave him out to dry there, showing no mercy. But yeah, it should be Vittoria leading here. We'll see as the laps update. Yep. So Vittoria is going to lead now with Laudenbach behind him, and that 41 of Rollin, who's ran a pretty good race all in all. Been running close up front, but you see just single file all the way around. A lot of guys not having the days they wanted after having such a great start to the race. Could have Monica Pato on that list. Had a great, don't know where they are actually, but they had a great start to this race, but just three wide here, by the way. Ryan Little making a move on his teammate of 18 of James Daniel. Yeah, but Pato running here 16th. I doubt they catch up here. That 52's running really slow. That 43 of Davenport now leads. That 11, with some help from his teammate on number 5. Can they make a move? Now you see that 77 of Jerry Chen running pretty slow, just hasn't had the pace. Jump up top here. I'm not sure if they're going to hold him up too much. He might do it a little bit, but he hasn't been too slow. He's running 25th right now. So he's going to be the first truck a lap down, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, but he's going to jump in front of that 92 and 41. That's not great. But he's keeping pace, so. But that 38. Dixon jumping as soon as soon as he came back on pit road, Dixon just didn't give him any help. So he's going to be running all the way back here. I don't think a one-man crew is going to catch up to his pack. But then again, never say never, as we have 20 laps left here at Daytona. David Dixon leads in that number 5 McKee truck. But that 92 might have something to say about it. We look ahead next week at Atlanta. Kind of a plate race now. I mentioned that a couple times in this broadcast, but that track's gonna be unpredictable too. I have to download a newer version of it, but it'll be interesting to see how that race goes. I think that race will be in the daytime. There's no night Atlanta with the current pavement, so it will be a daytime race. Of course, the race can start at 9:30ish, but we won't quite be under the lights next week. So at Las Vegas, we of course will be back under the lights. Now they're starting to single file out here. Just keeping it clean. Maybe nurse it to the finish here at 92. Ooh, near contact at 71. But that 92 maybe trying to break this up a little bit. He wants to get that lead. Then they can be calm. That 5 of David Dixon, the New Zealander. Mentioned that a couple times this race, but he is now leading. This race has a couple laps left under his belt, but he's getting some pressure from the guy from New Hampshire, Travis Rowland. Not Alexandria, Virginia, has got that 92 truck. A lot of guys just from some very interesting places here in the series. I had to make a map and show it off pre-race next week at Atlanta, show where everybody's from, because it's really interesting. A lot of guys from Northeast, and then we got a couple guys Midwest. Then maybe a couple few, maybe I think there like 2 maybe drivers from California. But Dixon's still controlling this. I'm kind of shocked. And as I say that, that 92 is going to jump right underneath him, looking for the lead. Vittoria now. His teammate had the pace to start off this race. They were controlling it. Monica Pato. Maybe the 29 is relaying some info to that 92, and now they're figuring it out. All in all, teamwork's been a huge key here. That 52 contact! Oh my gosh! That 52 in the way, and he makes contact with the 92. And that 52 just in the way all race, and I don't think the 92 is going to be happy with him after that one. He's refusing to move out the way now. We'll get this figured out next race, but that just completely ruined it. That's just a huge blow. Now that 71 is going to jump out to a lead. But that 52 is just a walking roadblock as they're coming down the pit road. But somehow the second pack might actually catch up now. But that was super close. I really thought that 52 truck was going to shoot back up into these guys and take out a bunch of leaders. That 92 may have been doing everybody a favor there, telling that 52 to move out the way. Doesn't quite work that time, but that was super close. And we're just under 10 laps to go here. You see that second pack is caught up with Davenport for Jorgensen. Yeah, look at all these guys. They're catching up now. Can they get there, though? is the question. Got Gutierrez, 10, lap down, but he's working with them. He's got the pace. He's been run 25th and not the worst. But we will see how this plays out. 12 laps to go in this race. It's been a long one. Just the top of 11 p.m. But what a race so far by a few of these guys. Some of these guys have stood out and just stayed in front all day. That 41 of Travis Rawlin, he's been working really hard to stay up front. And right now that 71 of Landon Laudenbach, he has been really, really good in the second half of this race, leading a bunch of laps. He might even be, have the most laps led right now. But you see that second pack, they're knocking on the door back there. The question is, do they have to pit again? I don't think so. And here they come, led by that Stage 2 winner, James Daniel. He's going to get, Matiska's now looking to pass him there, but you see in those mirrors of those 4 trucks up here are becoming full. And I think in turn 1, we're going to have a big dash to the finish here. No one pits. I think everybody's going to try to stretch it. But here they come. If you turned off your TV after that, you might want to turn it back on, because it is just now kicking off as everybody is starting to get close together once again in this race. I really want to fix that lap counter right now, because it looks like we've only ran 12 laps, but of course it's 120. But man, oh man, Vittoria now looking for the lead. Now he gets it back. Had contact with that 52. That 19's coming to pit road. There's 10 laps to go. Will we really see some pit stops? Hopefully these guys can stretch it to the end, but you won't really know. I know guys with like high finishing rating might stretch it, because I've seen that before in a race. A guy had like 99 finishing and somehow stretched it, but this is a whole different breed. Let's see how this plays out. These guys have all caught up together. So these guys all pit together then. We'll see how that plays out. But this is going to be a close finish. James Daniel back into the lead. Led that second pack. Coming out of pit road is going to be that 27 truck. It looks like these guys might try to stretch it here. 8 laps to go. Nice Motorsports trucks and Vittoria running that top line. Brandon Haynes, he was running with his teammates to start this race, but unfortunately it just hasn't worked out the second half. Daniel still controlling this lead though. Is anyone gonna come down? I think that 18 is. No, he won't. The 11 comes down though. The 11 takes the gamble, but nobody else comes with him. Will he come to regret that decision? 7 laps to go. And you see lap traffic ahead. That is going to be the 19 of Little, who pitted, so he does have some fresh tires. But 3 wide behind. Vittoria Matiska right there. Oh, they're getting a little racy up here in the front. Angel Gutierrez. He's now maybe looking for the lead, but that top line with Davenport and Daniel, teammates from McNally Racing, no, they get separated pretty quickly there, but at one point they looked really good. But that 43 and 71 are coming down, I'm pretty sure. Yes, they will. Here they come down pit road. A lot of guys making the gamble. That 41 and 42 don't pit together for the first time today. James Daniel leads in the closing laps. Will fuel be a factor, though? Monica Pato running there. She just pit. But James Daniel, this finish is going to be interesting, man. Now David Dixon jumps out to the lead, but these guys are all probably going to come down to pit road unless they stretch it. We could very well see that happen. No, they're coming down to pit road now. And that 38 of On Jack. What is he going to do? See, look at pit road. It is becoming busy. Of course, that's kind of unfortunate to see at this point in a race. But I'm not sure if pitting early for that 19 is going to work out. Once again, he's going to be behind. I'd say pit strategy was going to be key. Fortunately, this might be a factor at the end of this race. Just 15 minutes away from the 2-hour mark. And here comes On Jack down to pit road. This is going to be nearly a 4-lap dash to the finish. Who is going to be crowned as the inaugural winner? Look at Nathan Stapleton. Him and that 5 truck are out there. And that 5 truck is actually running second. So these two guys right here, Tricon Garage Trucks, they're going to look to catch up to that 38. Stapleton's been stuck behind. But now, can he and David Dixon work together? We're going to see where On Jack comes out. And On Jack, I think he's going to have a huge lead. Oh, Stapleton nearly making contact with his teammate Dixon. No. I thought On Jack would have a lead there, but they really caught up on the front stretch. But just a great performance today. No, yeah. On Jack, if he merges here, he's going to come out in front. But those guys are all catching up. This is going to be a close finish, folks, as everybody's grouping up together now. That draft is going to be important here, but here comes Stapleton with company behind him. Gutierrez, Davenport, Laudenbach. Who's going to become the inaugural winner of the Daytona 250? Now Nathan Stapleton leads. Worst to first. Could it happen here at Daytona? You don't hear that a lot, but he has a huge gap, but that draft is going to be too big, and he might lose it very quickly here. But right now, he's controlling it. 3 laps to go. But now, On Jack's looking for the lead. He's had a very fast truck. See, Matiska and guys behind there, they didn't pit with these guys, and now they are running all the way behind. But now, On Jack's going to lead. But does James Daniel have something for him? 3 laps to go. .43 looking to drop down behind David Dixon. Yes, he will. He'll take that opportunity away from the 17 of Nathan Stapleton. Now James Daniel leading once again. Laudenbach's looking for the lead. Landon Laudenbach's led a lot of laps here today at Daytona. Will it pay off? Now for Jorgensen, will it be 3 wide for the lead? Nearly, not quite, but now he's looking for the lead. Two to go at the line. Now for Jorgensen leads. He's got the 5 of David Dixon behind him, New Zealander. He's got help from Davenport. It is not over yet. Now Travis Rawlin behind them as well. Can Buchanan make a move? Now Davenport's looking for the lead. But does he look for it too early? But here we go out of 3 and 4. We're coming to 1 to go. Now he's going to go up top. Now Rawlins going to be in that prime position to maybe pass his 88. No, Davenport. He's going to block the 88. It is all unfolding. 1 lap to go here at Daytona. Who's going to be inaugural winner? He is blocking both lanes right now. But here we go. Travis Rowland now. Does he have help from the bottom line? I don't think so. Coming out of 4. Davenport leads. Is he going to get it done? Coming to the line. Davenport wins the Daytona 250. Folks, it does not look more rigged than that. But what a race by these guys. These guys all battled back to make it back up front. And just what a finish. Congratulations to a lot of these guys in the field. They had a great performance. Nathan Stapleton started last. He's going to finish 4th. That's just, what a great finish by that 17 team as well. That 41 of Travis Rowland, he was doing great all race, but just not quite. He looked like he was in a prime position. Maybe one more lap and he would have gotten it. But Davenport wins here at Daytona, and just what a great finish. I thought the pit cycle was going to ruin it, but it doesn't. As we look at your finishing order here, folks, Davenport's going to finish 1st, Rowland 2nd, Buchanan 3rd, 4th Stapleton, 5th Dixon, 2 Tricon Garage trucks there. For Jorgensen finishes 7th, didn't have the greatest start to the race, but he makes it back up there. That 38 of Onjack and the 71 of Laudenbach running well too. We got another McNally car there, 2 McNally trucks. Daniel and Little, but what a race. But that 52 truck, yeah, as mentioned in the stream chat, did cause a lot of issues. Finally retired, him and that 31 truck. Matt Morley wasn't causing too much issues, but finally retires. But we'll figure that out, of course. But what a race. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Standings will be posted tomorrow. Race results will be posted in a little bit. But race replay will be up right after this race, so people can rewatch the race. And, yeah, thank you, everybody, for watching.